Blessed be wildlings. This is going to be our Imbolc readings for air signs. Not air signs. I just did air signs. Water signs. There we go. I caught myself. Okay, so hopefully that the video is going to match up with my speaking voice this time a little bit better. I'm doing the uploadings a little bit differently, and I think that's where things went wrong. So hopefully that matches up, and if not, I apologize, and we will continue to try to fix that. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. What signs and messages and words do we have for the water signs? For this beautiful and blessed Imbolc spirit. We're going to be using the Wildwood Tarot today. Before I started doing this reading, I ate some food and I got myself some coffee, and they tell me to pass that message on to you. Somebody watching this right now needs to go get some food and a cup of coffee. You can pause me and come back, and you'll feel much better for it, I promise. Okay, so what we see is that in the very recent past, an injustice was brought to justice for you. And this has allowed a lot of balance to come into your life, especially in regards to how you view yourself and other people. I feel like maybe there was a little bit of despair in regards to this situation that wasn't fair, and now that that's being kind of cleared up for you water signs, you're able to move forward with a better train of thought. However, there's some insecurity around the situation. You may be wondering if you were too harsh, or if the punishment that was brought to this other person or in this situation was too harsh. And that's just, I feel like, something that water signs do pretty often. Y'all get pretty in your feelings about things and you don't want to hurt people. And I feel like what happened was pretty dramatic, especially because this guy is here. And he says that he was the one that did the work for you. This is one of your ancestors. And he says it absolutely was a very fair level of justice that was delivered. And so you can quit worrying if it was too severe. Whatever was going on, it was definitely taking advantage of you and your energy and your generosity, and they have gotten very, very sick of that, and so they dealt with that for you. They were aware that you were going to not have the emotional ability to do that work for yourself, and so they have taken that initiative into their own hands. I feel like you maybe did a little bit of magic, or have asked other people to do magic on your behalf in regards to this situation, and that is where some of the guilt is stemming from. However, Spirit says that the magic really didn't play a whole lot of a part in it. They were already planning on doing this anyway. The magic may have just sort of sped things up a little bit, so don't kick your ass over it too much. Quit being so sad and in your mind about it. It's not that big of a deal. They got what was coming to them. I feel like this person does this to a lot of people. They take advantage of people. They take from them without giving back, and they think of only themselves. And you seem like the sort of person that does a lot of thinking outside of yourself and for other people. And so they're just letting you know that because you are that sort of person, the Spirit really does love you and they appreciate you, and they have gone out of their way to deal with this problem for you. And so if you do feel a little bit insecure, or you're not sure how to move forward from this, maybe give them a little bit of thanks. That will ease the way you're feeling. Some of your guides maybe like some payment. I'm seeing here this basin of water on this card, so leave some moon water out for them on your altar or outside. The cups here too, so maybe they like wine or liquor. Some spirits like that. I know I have several guides that really, really, really love whiskey. They get so excited for whiskey. I don't even really drink alcohol, so that's for them. When I buy alcohol, usually it's for my guides anymore. They say that it's okay that you're alone for right now. Do a little bit of self-focusing at this time. I feel like for a little while this person distracted you so much with their energy that you weren't able to focus on yourself, and you maybe got distracted a little bit from your studies and your path in general. And so you're being given an opportunity to align there. You will not be reconnecting with this person. This person will not be reaching back out to you. You don't have to worry about them showing back up. They have been ousted. Or if they do show back up, please don't reconnect with them. Your guides didn't do all that work for you to just immediately let them back into your life, water signs. This person was conniving and manipulative and was seeking to gain from you in a way that was not beneficial to you or mutual. And this doubles down on this exploitation card that your spirit guides just really were not okay with that. They may also have been taking aim and targeting your generous and loving nature. Here is the green woman. And she is the embodiment of feminine power and grace and strength of nature. And I feel like you are a very feminine being, even if you're not male. And what I mean by that is that you have a deep emotional sense. You're very nurturing and loving, and you probably are really good with kids, is what they're telling me. And I'm seeing, again, these are totems. It was a divine masculine spirit that has helped you, and so if you have any male guides in particular, they're the ones that have stepped in to kick ass and take names on your behalf, so to speak. And you should just give them some praise and gratitude, and I think that will make you feel less guilty about what has gone on. I feel like that this has ultimately given you a little bit more perspective. Because you have so much guilt around how things went, it is allowing you to see how maybe you've formed into energies that were not the best for you or were not meant to be and were not long lasting. And so you're going to be a little bit more wise in the future about where you take aim and allow your passion to take root. And this is overall taking you to a new and better period at a pretty fast rate. Most of the time the Knights of Stones are slow moving, but as you can see from looking at this card, this horse is quite fast and he is in motion. And he's very strong. This is a Przewalski horse. They've been around for thousands of years. And they're just very steadfast, strong breed of horse, and this is the energy that you're riding on right now. Just please do not allow this person back into your bubble. It would be really against your best interest to let this person back into your bubble. If they do show back up again, just whammy them with, I don't need you around, you don't benefit me, you don't mean anybody but yourself any good. Yeah, and I just, this is Thurtzaz, the rune of challenge, and it had this laying over it. This is Nadhiz, the rune of necessity. You have been putting other people over yourself, and this is a very challenging thing for you to get over. I feel like maybe you're a little bit of a people pleaser. I'm a bit of a people pleaser too, so I resonate with how hard it is to, put value in yourself over other people and to not let what other people want from you dictate your behavior. And so long as you can, oh, my nose is itching. As long as you can, focus on yourself in a way that's healthy and balanced and reciprocal, you're going to be moving towards a much more positive time period. You're very well aligned. Nothing bad happened. You didn't lose anybody that was meant to be. And ultimately, you really can't lose anyone, period, who is meant to be. And I think the further away you get from the situation and the more distance you put between yourself and your emotions, the more you're going to see that this was an absolute dumpster fire of a relationship and that it was really a good thing that it has fallen apart. It's just going to be managing to get through the emotions of having it fall apart in the first place that's going to be difficult for you. Because I feel like you really did love and care about this person, even if they didn't love and care about you. And that makes it even more difficult. Like, why did I put my time and energy and concern into somebody that would so easily throw it all away? And that's why you were being guided at this time to, really analyze yourself and to take steps to love and take care of yourself. It's important. It's the only way that you can come to the true meaning of who you are and who you're meant to be and who you're meant to be with. And the more firmly you're aligned in your own sovereignty, the less other people can affect you. So say in the future you were to fall into a relationship that wasn't reciprocal again, you would be able to get out of that relationship with less emotional turmoil and probably more quickly than you managed to make it out of this one. They're saying this was a pretty long-term relationship, and so that's probably hard to let go of. Whether it's a friend or a partner or a family member, whatever went on, this was for the best. Yeah, we got that verified here. It was for the best. You're being led home. This is how you get to where you're meant to be. And this was a cycle that is concluded. It was meant to happen. And I know that sometimes that is incredibly sad and hard to accept, but it's something that you're going to have to work on accepting. As you can see here, these are all herons. They're dancing in this card, but because it's inverted, they're not dancing. And if you look in the background on this card, we've got the 3 herons standing here too. Herons are pretty important in Celtic craft. They are symbols of wisdom. A druid would have a heron skin bag that they would carry on a staff most of the time that they kept all of their tools and everything in. And they're sort of symbolic of spirit in that regard. And so spirit just wants to let you know that it's okay to feel somber and to feel sad and to stand and experience those sad feelings. They're ultimately going to teach you and be motivators in the future to not have that level of pain happen to you again in the future. We haven't talked about this. This is Kanaz. He fell over here to the side facing down like this, and so you really need to put your focus right now on grounding and not so much on the spiritual sense of things, and not let your emotions overwhelm you, but to be extremely pragmatic and to just tell yourself over and over again that this was okay, that it's okay to choose yourself, that it's okay to stand in your own power, especially when other people are seeking to strip that power from you. Okay, water signs? That's probably why I got told to tell you guys to eat some food and drink. You're probably a little bit depressed, so you can't heal if you're not eating and drinking, and you can't live if you're not eating and drinking. And while you may be very sad at this time, the universe definitely has a purpose for you, and would like for you to keep continuing forward. So if you can, get up and go get something to munch on. I love you. We'll see you next time.